Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and I invite you to roll out your mat and follow along with me in this replay of my live yoga class, a part of the Yoga for Restoration series. So go ahead and like this video, leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And go ahead and roll out your mat, and let's get ready to flow. Take a moment to get settled into a comfortable seat, and be sure you have any props handy that might help you to feel restored in your practice today. So if you like to have blocks or a cushion or a blanket or maybe a yoga strap, go ahead and have those things readily available for your practice. Then sinking into a nice easy seat, we'll take these first few moments to turn inward and begin to connect with your inner self. We start with the gateway of the breath, beginning to observe the flow of your inhale and your exhale. And if your mind is busy, just slowly turn your attention to following that rhythmic flow of your breathing. And you don't have to change your breath or do anything different. Just allow yourself to observe. Just feeling what's going on in your body today. Noticing the sensations that you feel. See if you can tune in to a gentle feeling of lift, extending up from the base of your seat in a gentle wave, extending up your spine and all the way up through the crown of your head. Feeling grounded, connected at your root. And feeling connected at your crown, expanding to something greater. And slowly begin to roll your head around, just exploring the space in your neck. You can move at your own pace, as fast or as slow as you like. And just enjoy that gentle movement, rolling your head around. In your own timing, whenever you feel ready, you can begin to reverse the flow and start rolling your head the other way. And just notice what you feel. Taking some easy movements here. Now, we're going to reverse the direction again, rolling your head the first way. This time we're going to start to incorporate some of the shoulders and chest. So we're allowing for some movement in the upper part of your chest and back. So we're still making some nice easy circles, just incorporating a little more of the shoulders and the ribs, mobilizing more of your spine. And then again, when you're ready, we'll take it the other way, letting the shoulders and the chest be involved. Still incorporating the circle at the head. So we still feel the stretching along your neck. And slowly coming back through center, we're going to again reverse, going back, and now incorporate even more of the side body. If it helps, you can bring your hands towards the floor to help balance some of your weight. We're taking even bigger circles with the spine. Just finding a nice rhythmic flow. And when you're ready, you can reverse the direction, circling your torso the other way. And let your breath help guide the movement. And we'll slowly fold your body forward over your legs. And as you come forward, just gently sway from right to left. Stretching along the sides of your waist and into your low back. Just gently rocking your body from right to left. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's really just an opportunity for you to stretch your back and move your spine. And when you're ready, you can begin to walk your hands in and roll yourself back up towards your seat. Then let your chin fold forward towards your chest. So we're sitting up tall in the spine. Your head is folding forward. Bring your hands behind your head and gently press down, letting your elbows relax, your shoulders drop down, your arms are heavy, allowing you to feel a nice easy stretch along the back of your neck. Breathing slow and deep, feeling into that stretch. Take another breath here. Working into that opening along the back of your neck. And slowly release your hands down and roll your head up to center. Yes. Roll your shoulders around a few times, just getting some movement there in the scapula and the collarbones. Okay, and then we'll roll your shoulders the other way around. Yeah, feeling good. Then bring your fingertips up onto your shoulders, and now we're gonna roll those elbows around. Big circles with the arms and shoulders. Really stretch to the edge of your range of motion, right? So we really open it up here. And you can reverse directions when you're ready. Ooh, circling the arms around. Feels so good. Awesome. Then extend your arms out towards the sides. Now, first things first, before we do anything else, just lift up in your waist, hugging your belly in. We sit up nice and tall. Then actively reach out through your fingertips like you had two kids pulling on both hands or pulling you in opposite directions, feeling yourself stretch, reaching out through your fingertips, like really let yourself feel the stretch in the fascia. Stretch, 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 stretch. Great work. Now, roll your right palm up towards the sky. Roll your left palm down and back. So we rotate the shoulders like a spiral. Then rotate the other way, opening your left palm towards the sky. Then you roll the right palm down and under. You've got it. It's like a corkscrew. So we're going to rotate, twisting the shoulders, lengthening out through your arms as you work the rotation in your shoulders. Yeah, so we're just working that range of motion, a little functional movement. Rotating through the shoulders. Okay, then we'll slowly make your way back to center. When you're ready, coming back into that nice tall seat. Close your palms together in front of you, then interlace your fingers. Flip your palms to the front, stretching your hands open. Then scoop your belly in, round your spine, and stretch your back. Even if your arms are getting tired, press those palms forward, stretch your back. We're going to inhale and sit up tall, lifting up in your spine. Stretch your arms overhead. Really stretch your hands open wide. Good. Then we'll slowly release and circle your arms down. Just softly letting your arms float down, feeling the muscles gently relax. Just let your fingertips float down to the floor. Feel your shoulders getting so shapely and strong. Feels amazing. Let's reach the right arm up and over towards that left side, taking a nice stretch along your right side body. You can move a little bit here, maybe find a gentle pulse or play with a little rotation in your spine. Just give yourself a good 3 or 4 breaths here, opening up along the side body. Then slowly begin to roll your heart down, folding over your left knee. Let the right fingertips land on the floor. As you fold over your left leg, reach those right fingertips across. Like really, really reach and stretch. So you feel an awakening along the entire right side of your body. Take another breath here. Let yourself feel into the stretch. Then slowly open back to the side, looking towards the sky. We look underneath your right arm. Open your chest towards the sky and let that right arm open towards the back. So you open your chest, stretching through your pec. Nice work. We're going to come back to the side. Take one more side body stretch. Let it feel so yummy and good. Then rise all the way up and circle your right hand across to your left knee. We're going straight into the twist. Walk your left fingertips back as you work into the rotation in your spine. Lift up in the crown of your head, creating more space for a deeper twist. Then turn your gaze all the way over your left shoulder. Then we'll slowly release, coming back to the front. Nice work. Now, cross that right arm over to your left shoulder. I'm going to bring your left hand to your elbow and press that right arm across. So we stretch out the shoulder, pressing your arm across. Feel that stretch and breathe a deep breath. Good. Then slowly release and just shake out that right arm. Shake it out. Feeling a nice good shake all the way out. Nice. All right, so we'll move on to the second side, starting with the left arm reaching up and over. So this is a little creative play time, just taking a few rounds of breath to pulse or twist or stretch. Just feel playing around in the side body stretch, just awakening your body from within. And from here, we'll fold your heart over your right knee. Let those left fingertips land down to the floor. And walk your left hand out, reaching across with your arm. So we stretch, extending through your arm, through your shoulder, the side of your waist, and all the way down into your hip. Breathe into the left side body. Then we'll slowly open it up, rolling your gaze and your heart open towards the sky. We begin to look up and circle your left arm. Open, letting the palm rotate up towards the sky. We feel that big stretch in your chest. And slowly come back to the side stretch for one more moment. Reaching over to that right side. And we slowly rise and come all the way up. Moving right into our twist, we're going to reach your left hand to the right knee. You can tiptoe your right fingertips back as you lift up in your waist and begin to rotate your heart around, getting a nice deep spiral in the spine. Oh yes. Taking it one breath at a time as you feel your way into the twist. Take your gaze all the way over your right shoulder. Then we'll slowly let it go, releasing back to the front. Great. And we'll take that left hand over to your right shoulder. Bring your hand to the elbow and press your arm across. So now we stretch out that arm, stretch out that shoulder. Still breathing, slow and steady. Then we'll gently release, shaking out that arm. All the way out through the fingertips. Then we let it go. All right, so feeling a lot of movement, a lot of energy, blood flowing. Let's take it into our tabletop and keep working our way down your spine. So as you come into your hands and knees, let's just rock a little cat and cow, taking a few breaths to begin mobilizing your spine. Engage your core around your waist as you feel the movement fluctuate. Flowing with the rhythm of your breath. Then once you've done a little bit of cat and cow, you can begin to take it into some circles or some side to side movements, just exploring a little bit, loosening up any other areas that need some attention. Taking another breath or two, just let yourself be creative and free. And we'll slowly begin to resolve the movement and make your way back to center in your own beautiful organic way. Now, reach your right toes to the back edge of your mat. So we're going to stretch the right leg long. Now, push forward with your hands. So it's like the action is pushing forward, but with your hands grounded, as you push forward, it actually sends your weight back. So just a little bit of leverage there. So we're flexing through the right foot, reaching back with your right heel as you press forward with your hands. That's giving you the leverage to stretch into that right calf. Good work. We'll come back to center and do the same thing on the left. Reaching your left leg back, flexing your foot strong, then press with your arms, pressing the hands forward. We get a deeper flex and stretch across the left calf. Breathing into it, enjoy this moment here, and slowly make your way back to center. Good work. Now we're going to come down onto your forearms. Interlace your hands in front of you with your elbows like a nice, is it isosceles triangle that has equal angles at all three angles? You guys quiz me on my geometry. Nice triangle arms, you got it. Okay, we're gonna press your forearms down into the mat and begin to lift your knees off the floor, reaching your hips up high. Now, sometimes you might find it helpful to take a tiny step forward, but coming from our tabletop position, you should be in a nice placement. You can really give that downward pressure with your elbows and forearms. That downward pressure, it's just like your hands pressing forward. As you press down and forward with the elbows, it pushes your weight back. So we open through the chest and shoulders and reach your heels slowly towards the mat, feeling that stretch along the backs of your legs. Take one round of breath right here. You've got it. Nice full inhale all the way to the top. A nice deep exhale, and slowly release your knees to the floor. Good work, everyone. Bring your hands back to the mat. Press up into a nice cat pose, pushing your spine up towards the sky. Stretch your back and your shoulders. And slowly release back to your neutral tabletop position and walk your hands forward to the front edge of your mat. Reaching out through your arms, one breath at a time. We slowly start to soften your heart down towards the mat. You want to keep your hips stacking over your knees as your chest gently melts down into the earth, feeling into the shoulders, softening that space behind your heart, feeling the upper back stretch. Then slowly release and walk your hands back in. Coming back through your tabletop, we're going to come all the way up to a high kneeling pose. You can curl your toes under so your legs are really stable and strong here. Then reach your left hand down to your left heel. Roll your chest and shoulders open towards the sky and reach that right arm up and back. You're going to feel a stretch across the left chest and shoulder. That's great. Keep rolling the right shoulder back, opening your chest towards the sky as you reach through the right fingertips. Good. Then draw your right hand to your heart. Lift your chin to your chest and slowly pull yourself back up to center. Then we'll go to the other side. So we just take a nice easy exit. So we're not doing anything crazy as you come out of that back bend. So bring your right hand down to the right heel. Slowly roll your heart and chest open towards the sky. Then reach back with that left hand. Extending out through your fingertips. Press your heart and chest forward. Lift up. Feel that full opening along the front right side. Reach back. Then gently draw your left hand to your heart. Curl your chin to your chest and press yourself up to kneeling. Good work, my friends. How's that feeling on the shoulder, okay? Okay, we like it. It's all right. You can do some big arm circles. That feels great. Whoo, yeah. All right, let's practice our down dog. So all this warm up in the chest and shoulders so we can really move into a powerful downward dog. Place your hands onto your mat and spread your fingertips wide apart. Then just look down at your hands and see that your two index fingers are parallel to each other. So we don't want the fingers rotating in or like too much out. We want to turn the index fingers towards the front. And the creases of your wrists are parallel with the creases of your mat, right? Now we spread those fingertips wide and grip your fingertips into the mat. So we grip the fingertips down and engage your forearms. So you should feel the muscles in your forearms start to light up. Then curling your toes under, begin to press your hips up towards the sky. Still digging in with the fingertips, press forward with your hands, just like we did in the tabletop. It's that forward press that actually sends your weight back. So we feel a bigger opening through the chest and shoulders. From there, once you have that nice long extension in the shoulders and the spine, then we start to reach the heels down and slowly work on straightening through your knees. So it's a process, this downward facing dog. It's a huge pose that engages literally every muscle group in your entire body. So be patient with the process as your body slowly opens and responds. Give yourself one more big, good round of breath, a nice, full, juicy inhale, and a deep, satisfying exhale. And we'll make your way forward to a forward fold. So you're going to start to journey to the top of your mat. You can take your own personal journey to the top and fold forward over your legs here. Bring your feet parallel, all 10 toes pointing towards the front, and you can have a comfortable hip distance between your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need and let yourself slowly begin to shift from right to left, having again another little creative play time where you get to just feel around. You get to color outside the lines. Doesn't really matter as long as it feels good, right? This is all about nurturing your body, just having that wonderful conversation with your awareness and with your breath. And when you feel complete, you can begin to make your way back to center, just coming into that nice forward fold. Again, bend your knees as much as you need so that your upper body can really let go. We're going to grab opposite elbows here and come into a ragdoll. Relax the back of your neck so your head hangs between your arms. So you really feel that sense of release in your spine. Now, just a little note here. If your knees are collapsing in towards the center, see if you can ground down through your feet and bring a little more stability into your legs, even if your knees are slightly bent. So we feel support in the legs, which allows you to come into a deeper fold. Then slowly roll yourself up to standing. You could even walk your hands up your legs, just gently, gently unrolling your spine, making your way up to a beautiful standing posture. Feeling your ears aligned over your shoulders aligned over your hips aligned over your knees aligned over your feet. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let your shoulders relax. Good. We're going to bring your hands onto your hips and shift your weight. We'll shift your weight into the right foot first. So spread those right toes wide apart and root down through your big toe, especially. So we're going to like grip the mat with the big toe. Then draw your left heel up towards your hip. Reach down with that left hand and grab the top of your foot. Then we want to pull your heel in towards your hip so we start to access the stretch across the top of your thigh. Then hug your left knee towards your right knee. So we squeeze the legs in towards center. Then lift up through your waist, growing tall along the sides of your waist. So we deepen the stretch along the top of your left leg. Give it one more moment here. Lift up through the crown of your head. Really pull that heel in. Then we're going to step your left foot back and land in a lunge as best you can, right? Now, you can bring your right hand onto your right knee, and we're gonna press into that leg and twist in your spine. So you rotate towards the right leg. Roll your right shoulder back so we get a deep twist in the spine, and you may even be able to look up towards the sky. Lunge forward in the right leg so you get a deep stretch in the hip. Then slowly release back to the front and let your right hand come down to the floor. Spin your left heel down to the mat. Anchor down through that outer edge of the left foot. So you see a little lift in the inner arch of your left foot back there, okay? Strong left leg, straight and strong, powerful. Lunge forward in that right knee and open your left fingertips to the sky, side angle pose. Find a nice juicy stretch here, charging forward in the right knee, reaching back and grounding through your left foot. Roll your left shoulder open to the sky, then slowly release that left hand down. Good work. Spin your right or your left heel back up towards the sky. We can go ahead and land that left knee down to the floor and guide your hips back, extending your right knee. Feels so good. Let's start by lifting up the spine. Take a deep breath in as you extend your heart forward and think about curling your tailbone towards the sky. It's kind of like in our cat and cow, right? You have all that mobility in the pelvis. We want to have the same idea, lifting the tailbone up as you lift and extend through your heart, and your hamstring is just gonna like throw confetti. So take another breath here. Lift up your chest, lift up your tailbone. Then as you exhale, we're gonna fold down, letting both shoulders round forward. Relax the weight of your head, relax your neck. Then we'll come right back up on your next inhale. Lift and extend through your spine. Then open your right fingertips to the sky. We twist the heart open, rotate through your chest and shoulders. Again, you can come back to that same feeling of lengthening the spine, reaching your heart forward as you draw back with the tailbone, twisting your heart open towards the right side. Now, one final stretch here, team. Bring your left heel to your left hip. Reach down with your right hand and see if you can grab that foot. Pull your heel in towards your hip. Then we're going to come forward into your lunge. Yep, leaning your weight into that right knee. As you pull your left heel to your left hip, roll your chest open towards that right side. As you pull your heel to your hip, 1, 2, 3. Good work. Slowly release the left foot down. Bring your right hand back around to the mat. Oh, this hip flexor stretch feels good. Just right here in this low lunge. Just lean your weight forward, feeling that stretch across the front of the left hip. Heart reaches forward as you soften into the stretch. Then when you're ready, we're going to press back to our tripod down dog. You can curl those left toes under and lift up your knee. Press your palms firmly into the mat and sweep your right leg up. You can stack your hip open, you can swirl your leg around, whatever feels good here. Just stretch into that tripod, and when you're ready, you can slowly release the right foot down to the mat. Coming into your downward facing dog, take a full round of breath. Deep, satisfying inhale, and a full release, exhale. And slowly begin to make your way forward, coming into the top of your mat. Journey back to your forward fold. Coming to stretch over your legs if you want to sway side to side or take another ragdoll. Whatever feels good and regenerative for you in this forward fold. And we'll slowly begin to make your way back up to standing. A nice, intentional, meditative journey up to your standing pose. And as you arrive, take a moment to observe. Feel your feelings. All right, then you can bring your hands to your hips and we'll practice the second side. Shifting your weight into that left foot. Spread your toes wide apart, root down, anchor down through the toes and through your heel. Then reach your right heel up to your hip and reach down with your hand to grab onto your heel and begin to pull your heel in towards your hip. So once we have a nice firm tug, we're going to hug your right knee in towards the left. So we squeeze everything in towards your midline. Then lift up out of your spine. Really grow tall here, extending up through the crown of your head. So we bring the maximum stretch to the muscles. Give it one more moment here. Breathe into your edge, and then we'll release your right foot down, coming into your lunge. Now you can bring your left hand onto your left knee. Once you get into your lunge, we'll press into your left leg and work that rotation. Oh yes. So think about lengthening your spine to give you more space between the vertebrae, giving you more room for a deeper rotation, maybe even turning your gaze all the way up towards the sky. Nice deep spiral. Then slowly release to center, bringing your left hand down and spin your right heel to the floor. Again, just look back at the right foot and make sure it's a good, strong right foot. The outer edge of the foot anchors down. There's a gentle lift in the inner arch, and that right leg is straight and strong. Now charge into that left knee and open your right fingertips to the sky. Think about rotating through the ribs. So it's not just the shoulders that open, but the entire spine rotates open towards that side. Reaching up through your right fingertips. Feel that full body stretch. And we'll slowly release your right hand back to the mat and spin your right heel to the sky. Go ahead and land your right knee down to the floor and guide your hips back to the half split. So again, we want to work a deeper stretch into the hamstring, right? When the hamstring's tight, the tailbone wants to go down and the spine rounds and people go like this. But we want to really, really awaken those fibers by lifting up your chest and drawing back on the tailbone, pulling back with the sitting bones. So we really deepen the stretch there. Take a nice big full inhale, reaching to your deepest stretch. Then as you exhale, we're going to let it fold Rounding your head and shoulders forward. Relax through your neck. Let the weight of your torso fold over your leg. Breathing into that stretch. And on your next inhale, we'll come right back out of it, lifting up, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, open your left fingertips to the sky. Whoo! Yes. Yes, I'm right there with you. It's stretchy. So rotate the shoulder open. So when you think about this rotation, it's not just in the arm, it's really from the shoulders, and then the arm extends up from there. Lengthen out your spine, rotate the rib cage around, stretch, stretch, stretch. Then draw your right heel up towards your hip. We're going to reach back with your hand. See if you can grab that right foot and pull your heel towards your hip. Then make your way forward into your lunge. Still pulling the heel in towards your right hip. We stretch across the top of your thigh, getting those quadriceps groups. Then roll your left shoulder back, opening through your chest. Wonderful, juicy stretch for the top of the thigh and for the knee. Great work. Release your right foot down. Rotate your left hand to the floor and just work that low lunge. Sending your weight forward. Maximize the stretch across your right hip flexor. Just feel your way into your own body, bringing this stretch to life. Then we'll plant your hands firmly on your mat. Lift up that right knee and make your way to your tripod. Extending your left leg back, you can swirl it around, you can stack your hips, you can shake it all about. Whatever feels good for you here. And when you're ready, you can slowly land that left foot down to the mat, coming back to your downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. And then slowly land your knees down to the floor. And sink your hips back to your heels. Let your forehead relax on your mat. Just take a nice, easy child's pose. Breathing into the space behind your heart, behind your low back. Maybe even feeling a gentle stretch across your sacrum and the back of your hips. Relax the back of your neck, and the base of your skull. And slowly draw your hands towards your knees and press yourself up to kneeling. And sink your hips over to one side and swing your legs around in front of you. And you can hug your knees in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins. Tuck your chin to your chest and lean back as you wrap your arms around your legs. We really lean back and stretch your back body. And when you are ready, you can release down onto your back, just letting yourself roll all the way down. Draw your knees up to your chest here. Then we're going to work a little happy baby. So reach your hands between your two knees and grab onto the outer edges of your feet. Then slowly open the soles of your feet towards the sky, stacking your ankles over your knees. And press down with your hands, bending into your knees. driving those knees down in towards the floor. Take a couple breaths, working into that stretch. And then here, we're going to slowly extend your left foot off towards the side. So we're stretching out through the left leg. The right knee is still bent. So we stretch that left leg as straight as you can. Then coming back through center, we'll begin to kick the right leg off to the side. So we're still holding on to the foot. The left leg is bent and the right heel is kicking off towards that right side. Then again, come back through center and let's try the left again. Kicking the left foot out towards the side. You can let the right knee bend in as you stretch it out. Then try the other side, bending into the right, or bending the left knee in and kicking the right leg straight. And when you're ready, you can come back into your center and hug your knees in again. Wrapping your arms around your shins, give yourself a good squeeze. And bring the soles of your feet down to the floor. And walk your feet apart towards the edges of your mat. So you have a nice wide stance with your feet. Then lower both knees over to the right. As we let the weight of your legs fall over to that right side. And if you want to take this a little bit deeper, you can cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. So the weight of your left leg gives you a little extra stretch across the top of that right thigh. I'm feeling a stretch, noticing where you feel the sensation. Even if it's subtle, let yourself tune in. And take one more full round of breath. All the way in and all the way out. And when you're ready, make your way back to center, rolling back onto your back. And you can take a moment to reset your feet. Coming back to that nice wide stance. And then gently lower both knees over to the right. Just letting the knees fall over. The legs can be heavy. You can stay here if it feels good. Or if you want to cross your right ankle over your left knee for that added stretch. You can explore and feel into that. Take a couple more breaths. Just notice what you feel. See if you can relax a little deeper. And when you're ready, you can gently release and make your way back to center. And just rock your knees side to side, just allowing for a little bit of momentum, just feeling that release as your knees and your hips rock side to side. And then we'll come to center and extend your legs out. Adjust yourself so that you can relax on your mat. Making any final movements, any final little adjustments that help you to unwind, to feel that sense of true release. And as you get settled in, come back to your breath, observing the flow of your inhale and your exhale. And notice how your body responds to that slow, gentle breath. Allowing yourself to relax deeper and deeper with each and every exhale. Take a scan of your body. Notice if there's any tension. Breathe out and relax a little more. Give yourself permission to be here in this infinite stillness. Savoring this moment. Let this stillness nourish you. Slowly take a deeper breath. And exhale a deep sigh of relief. Begin to move your fingers and your toes, feeling them stretch and curl. Begin awakening through your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees, your hips and your shoulders and your neck and your head. Reach your arms overhead and stretch your body long. And slowly roll yourself over to the side. And press yourself up to a nice easy seat. So just coming back for this final moment to a nice, easy, comfortable seat, coming back to the place where we first began, where you really get to observe the changes and see how this practice moves you. Just observing the sensations you notice, observing the flow of your breath, the state of your mind. Just give yourself a little gratitude for carving out this time to create these sacred moments, communion with your breath and your body. And thank you for allowing me to be your guide and to walk with you on this journey. It's truly an honor and a privilege. Thank you. Namaste.